What a show! What a show! Today I wanna talk about, I wanna have a little bit of a lighter topic. I wanna revisit some of the moments, some of the greatest moments of recent news headlines. And one of the biggest headlines was obviously the Trump's birthday parade. And so we can revisit some of these amazing moments, a little bit grotesque if you ask me. I have to be honest, it feels a little bit like a dictatorship, but from Bollywood, directed and filmed by Bollywood. For those who don't know, Bollywood is an Indian version of Hollywood, but there is obviously big cultural difference. And in Bollywood, it is a little bit normalized to what we would call overacting, acting it a little bit more, making it a little bit extra. You would have to see it. I will probably find something online, so maybe I will show you a little example of a Bollywood movie. It's a little bit extra. It's like a lot. And so this parade feels a little bit like a dictatorship from Bollywood, a little bit like that. It's quite funny to witness. It's truly funny. Now, I just want to mention that there has been a conspiracy, a true conspiracy. This has been a conspiracy on the left, actually, by the libtards. This one was not by the Trump-tards, but by the libtards. And they thought that the military personnel was sabotaging the parade on purpose, that they were marching out of rhythm on purpose. If you would watch parades done by Russians or Chinese, they are walking, in a perfect alignment. They are walking perfectly, to the beat, to the rhythm of the melody. They are marching perfectly. But we could saw that the Americans during the Trump's birthday parade were a little bit off. And so many wondered online if that was on purpose, if they were basically soft quitting, or if they were, I don't know how is the newest term, but if they were quiet quitting, quietly protesting their job. But now we will hear in the next video clip, we will hear from a military personnel, ex-military medic, and he will tell us what he thinks about it. So let's take a listen, guys. Let's take a listen.
I hope those soldiers were silently protesting by marching like shit for that stupid parade. But I was in the military, and I was once a young soldier, so I doubt it. I was a medic, so I was close and personal with these mostly dudes, because I had to take care of them after their bad decisions. And what I learned about their psychology is that these 18 to 24-year-olds don't give a shit about anything except finishing the current stupid task that they've been given so they could end the duty day, go to the nearest dive bar, marry whatever woman happens to be there that night, and then with her go lease a Ford Mustang and or Camaro, depending on when the last Transformers movie came out. The ones that were smart enough to be politically minded and paying attention to what they were being told to do and how it affected their political views were smart enough not to do things like draw attention to themselves or convince everybody to march like shit in a parade. The hungover guys certainly didn't care what they were currently doing, and the ones that were thinking about stuff were not going to go around to every other battalion full of other hungover dudes they didn't know and be like, hey, this is pretty dumb, right? What if we all marched like shit? when the more likely explanation is they didn't have time to make it look good.
So, as we could have heard, it's more likely that they didn't have enough time to make it look good. It is more likely that it was last minute type of thingy, that they actually, make this thing kind of last minute, everything. And yeah, I have to be honest with you, I love conspiracy theories. I am a big fan of conspiracy theories. If you actually read my blog, it is unique, amazing, fun. I actually talk about a lot of conspiracies there. I mention a lot of them, and I think they are amazing and fun. I always say that I believe every conspiracy at least 10%, but when it comes to this particular one, the fact that the military personnel was doing it on purpose, silently, sort of a silent rebellion, if one could call it that. That is very, very unlikely that that happened. We actually heard from the medic himself, from the military medic himself, and he thinks that it is more likely that these dudes just couldn't make it look good. That they just didn't, for whatever reason, maybe they didn't have the preparation, most likely they didn't train it before, and so they couldn't perform it in their best ability. Now, one of the more funny part is that obviously the birthday boy noticed as well, Trump noticed as well, that the march wasn't, up to the highest standard of dictatorship. It wasn't up to the, Chinese or Russian standard. It wasn't quite up there with the performance, so he complained, and it was actually catched on a mic. He was mic'd up at that moment, and so there is a video circling around where he's complaining about his parade not being as good as Kim Jong-un's parade, which is quite hilarious. I also want to mention that it is not a coincidence that the Trump administration decided for this parade. Actually, there was a military parade, I think a month ago, before this birthday parade. There was a joint military parade in Russia. The Chinese joined the Russians. They visited, and they had together they had a military parade quite recently. And so it is possible that that inspired the Trump administration to do the same thing. And listen, guys, with that being said, I will end the video here. I just last thing that I want to mention is that I have a huge furry announcement to make. One of our investigative journalists, Poppy Gloria, has been able to secure an interview with a Bigfoot. A real Bigfoot. And so make sure to watch out for that video. It will be up on my channel soon. Also, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. Make sure to check out the video here. Make sure to check out the video there. And guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye.